A resurgent talent, gunning for glory. Force India driver Sergio Perez is finally getting his just rewards after a turbulent early career, in which giant-killing performances at Sauber were followed by a humiliating season at McLaren in 2013 that left his reputation in tatters. A lifeline from Force India brought him back from the brink, and a strong new Mercedes-powered car has reignited the Mexican spirit.
I really hope that we can be fighting for podiums.
With Force India getting stronger and stronger, are we seeing the beginnings of a Perez revival? You're watching The Inside Line. Sergio Perez's stock is rising in Formula One. The Mexican's reputation in the sport has been restored via a remarkable run of results so far this year, storming to the podium in Monaco and then again on the streets of Baku. He's also outqualified his teammate Nico Hülkenberg 5 times in the first 8 events and has gone on to outscore the German in the races by 19 points, up to and including Europe. It must feel like déjà vu for Perez. The Mexican, whose road to F1 was backed by one of the world's richest men, countryman and Telmex chairman Carlos Slim, arrived on the scene in 2011 with so much promise. Perez started in Formula BMW ADAC, won the British F3 national title in 2007, before impressing as GP2 runner-up to Pastor Maldonado in 2010, taking 5 wins and 7 podiums. That same year, he was testing for Sauber, earning himself a drive for the 2011 season, alongside Japanese hotshot Kamui Kobayashi. It was at Sauber that Perez made his name as a driver able to wring the neck of the car and get results it shouldn't have been capable of, the sign of a great Formula One talent. After an average 2011, the Mexican went into 2012 with a better car that he took full advantage of, scoring 3 podiums, challenging for the win in Malaysia, before a mistake forced him to accept second. He then took 3rd in Canada, incredibly from 15th on the grid.
Well, it really was a great race, a great weekend for my whole team. We started 15th in the race. We had quite a bad qualifying, so we never expected to come that far into the points, first of all, and then into the podium. So it was a great result.
His final podium for the year came at Monza, where he took 2nd from 12th on the grid, which capped off a year of giant-killing performances. As a result, Perez was immediately snapped up by McLaren for 2013 to replace outgoing champion Lewis Hamilton. And the historic British squad was keen to impose its scientific approach to driver development upon him. Now that he's become part of the team, our task will be to refine and develop his abilities as his career progresses over the coming years, said then McLaren team principal Martin Whitmarsh. It was to become his nightmare season, one in which the team had gone far too bold with its design, moving from race winners the year before to barely making the top 10. But Perez also didn't fit the mold at McLaren. He was told to tuck his shirt in at a team function. Incredibly, slammed by the squad for racing his teammate Jenson Button too hard in Bahrain, and labeled lazy for his lack of fitness and effort, compared to his British teammate, who is known for his Olympian-level conditioning. So it wasn't surprising he left the following year to join Force India, where he's been for 3 seasons, taking a podium at Bahrain 2014, in only his 3rd race for the team, and coming alive in the second half of 2015, when the team's B-spec car enabled him to fight closer to the front. He took a podium in Russia and finished the year 20 points ahead of his teammate Nico Hülkenberg, all of which set him up for the current season. The good times are likely to roll on in Austria this weekend, with the team's Mercedes engine suited to the Red Bull Ring's fast curves. Perez is also riding a confidence wave. Looking to next year, it's likely the Mexican will sign with Force India for 2017, but he's made no effort to conceal his desire to join a top team again. The Mexican will hold out for Mercedes and Ferrari, but one option could be Haas, which has a strong partnership with the Scuderia and will become a force over the next few years. One thing is for sure, Perez will consider his options long and hard, with the driver wanting to ensure he's not knocked down again if he moves. F1 has been a long and winding road for Perez, but if his current form is any guide, he may have just found the turnoff for the motorway.